So welcome to the channel. My name's Claire. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine, and whatever's going on your twin flame journey. Everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy. So I'm always emitting that healing energy in everything I do. And I'm just going to get into this because I have been filming a few for the membership and I filmed a long one for the channel and I just felt guided to do another one. So same as what I've done in all the other ones, this is divine feminine energy, this is divine masculine energy. So this can be within you or this can be within a connection. So I'll let you decide whether it resonates or not. But you do not have to go it alone. It can be a tricky thing to navigate the spaces between independence and reliance. For many people, as they were growing up, independence might have been worshipped as the highest standard of personal character and personal achievement, and reliance on another may have been seen as weakness or as being overly needy. While it is good to take responsibility for ourselves, we were never meant to walk this life in solitude. If you've pulled this card, then it's time to be honest with yourself about what you need at this moment. This card might also indicate that it's time to seek professional help as well. The thing that's really powerful about it is like, look, that's talking about responsibilities, and look what the next one says. Review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold. So all I know is this message is really needed by must be a few people today. Right. Your needs are not bad, but rather a normal part of being human. If during childhood you were not allowed to have certain needs or feel certain emotions, you might have felt safer making yourself less. It's okay to make your needs known and to take up space. You do not have to separate yourself or go it alone. Can I just say it feels extra poignant? I just said that in the one I done in the membership. As I'm filming this, it's Cancer Moon. So Cancer is about the mother, family. It's also soul family, but in this context, because it's inner child cards, it feels very poignant that it's about mother healing. So anywhere where there's been female energy along the mother line that has perhaps encouraged you, well, basically not to get that support and healing. And of course it can go the other way where you've had very supportive, nurturing, loving, mothering energies. But it feels quite poignant, really. Take steps to connect with trusted friends and family and let them be helpful to you. And again, if you've not got trusted friends and family, that's when it is time to reach out to trusted professionals, because friends and family are biased, or they've got their own selfish needs at the forefront. It's calling a spade, and unfortunately, it comes through enough that a lot of the time it can actually be the people closest to us that are wanting us to fail. So, obviously don't take that on board for everyone, but it is true for many. Um, uh, they will be happy to do so and will most likely feel fulfillment and joy in being of service to you. So, like I have to stress, unless you are 100% sure that your friends and family are wanting you to thrive and do well, it's probably wise to seek out trusted healers and advisors and guides and whatever. Definitely, it feels like, because it feels like that's more talking about counselors and therapists and healers and people that can just be there for you. They've not got any agenda because they don't know all these other people. Um, is there anything holding you back from asking for your needs to be met? If so, how can you take steps today to ask for help? And then it feels quite significant that the next page says, you know the way. So this might even link to the other video I just done, the longer one, where it was like, oh my God, that's so weird. I can't believe I didn't put that together. Messy action. I'm going to have to change the title of that video. I've not uploaded it yet. The whole thing, I meant to do a wee short video like this, right? But it ended up being over 30 minutes. And I've just realised that the whole gist of that whole channeling was about taking messy action, which if you're new around here, is my challenge is fuck it, let's go. And it's about taking messy action. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be that you need to take action, like to not freeze. Because it's about helping people with procrastination and stalling and, feeling like you need to be perfect. Because there's no such thing as perfect. That's so funny. That's really made me laugh because I didn't say messy action whilst I was filming it, but it's coming to me now. Right, 28. So and then I just opened it up at that. 38, you are enough. That could be so specific if you actually are 30, like, but I mean, it doesn't need to be that, but um, especially because at 38, 39, it can be a very difficult, yeah, I just flipped the page of that again, a very difficult time of change in my personal experience and by helping others. That was when I had a lot of change with people around me. Review your responsibilities. Taking responsibility is binary in nature, and like a coin, there will always be two sides to it, a bit like twin flames. On one side, if the responsibility is not ours to hold, it can be draining and harmful. On the other side, if the responsibility is ours to hold, it can be very empowering. There are certain aspects of ourselves that only we can be responsible for. Otherwise, we're giving our personal power away. Moreover, if we hold responsibility for another person, it can hinder their growth process and possibly damage our relationship with them. That's powerful, right? Because think about in the nature of twin flames, when the divine feminine is carrying too much of the burdens for the union as a whole, like as in you feel like you need to help the masculine with everything, whether it be that you're actually in each other's physical life and you're trying to tell them how to heal and how to live their life, blah, blah, blah. And I don't mean in a kind of controlling way. I mean, like, you might be doing it without really, like, it's kind of like, you'll know what I mean if you're twin flame. Like, it's like when I've said that I've definitely on my journey went from like 100%, like I would have like before I even like sort of asked for healing for myself, I'd be asking for healing for my twin flame. Whereas it's like then I quickly got it. Well, didn't quickly get it. It took me years to really get it that actually you should really be asking for the healing for yourself and then ask for healing for them. You know what I mean? And some of you might still not be doing that, like because you do love them that much that you want them to heal and be happy that you're asking for their healing first. Don't do that. Try to at least, that might be seem like a really small, simple change, but it's actually a huge one. If you can get in the habit of ask for healing for you, then ask for healing for them. But in total, when it's your twin flame, it's actually both aspects of yourself. You know what I mean? But it's, again, however that speaks to you. But yeah, but this could even be about friends and family. Like when you could actually hinder their growth and healing by trying to do everything for them. Yeah, like people have got to learn for themselves, whether it is your karmic, anyone around you that you love, or because that's a good point, you know what I mean? Like just because someone isn't in your life anymore, it doesn't mean you don't love them. And even if someone isn't in your life anymore and you don't want them back in your life, it doesn't mean, like, there's loads of people in my life that I've still got love for them and I want them to be happy. But I also know that it's not a good idea for them to be in my life, for me or for them. You know what I mean? So that's quite difficult as well, when you be honest about things like that. But definitely, if you are a natural sort of healer and you want to help people all the time, it's very good to have that self-awareness that you've got to let people heal on their own. It's like the analogy of, if you try to save a butterfly when it looks like it's struggling, probably when it's coming out of the cocoon. I think it is when it's just come out of the cocoon and its wings are like, it might look like it's stuck. But basically, apparently, I think you'll kill it. If you try to save a butterfly when it's in that stage of like going from like one phase to another, you'll actually kill it. So it's, quite an extreme example of you'll kill the growth and healing in somebody if you sort of interrupt their healing process. Whereas I'm sure your intention would always be to help somebody, but it's the point is you've got to let people be their own person and be their own journey, including making their own mistakes, divine mistakes. If you've pulled this card, then there might be an imbalance in your life regarding responsibilities. And again, it's very strong because there's someone's taking on too much burdens here. And also, both these pictures look kind of lonely, don't they? Also, this looks very Celtic or like, this might be like past life stuff, like Atlantis, Lemuria with all the water. I don't know, there's things about boats. Could be things about... oh my god, there's butterflies on that card. I didn't even... I'm reading that card and I didn't even realise there was butterflies on the card. Look at full moon too. Full moon in Pisces could have brought out a lot. That is water. Feelings. There's a lot in that. Take some time today to practice responsive journaling. First, by asking yourself if you've given away your power by not taking responsibility for something. And second, by asking yourself if you're carrying something that does not belong to you. Once you've written down your answers, ask yourself how you can implement change around your relationship responsibility in your life today. That's powerful too, because I often say that people that are literally born with a Cancer moon, what we're in today as I'm channeling this, feel like they have to take on the problems of the world. So I bet you if you're a Cancer moon, that'll speak to you, because any Cancer moon I've ever said that to is agreed. um, you don't need to, basically, is the point. So you don't need to be a Cancer moon, but the world's problems are not your problem. It doesn't mean you're selfish and you don't care, but like, don't be consumed with so much grief and sadness, because that is the shadow side of Cancer energy, is depression, sadness, um, trauma, crying, all the feel. You know what I mean? It's not nice to live there all the time, is it? And also the opposite sign of Cancer is Capricorn, which is about responsibility. So it's about, taking the responsibility off a little bit of the responsibility off yourself and sharing it with others. And there's definitely a strong message here that whoever resonates with this today, male, female, divine feminine, divine masculine, it's time to reach out for support, because not everything is yours to carry. It's too much to carry yourself. It can be equally hard to release responsibilities as it can be to take them up. So be gentle with yourself in this practice and know that it can take some time to accomplish. Note, this card does not refer to releasing responsibilities that are necessary for our well-being and the well-being of those we're responsible for, such as children and pets. Again, point out the obvious, but it does need to be said sometimes. If you find yourself overwhelmed by current responsibilities, please be encouraged to seek help from family, friends, or qualified professionals. Wow, can I just say that is this card? So that is a very strong message. Reach out for support, and then that is also saying, and both cards mention reaching out for support from qualified professionals. So 1144. So because I just saw 1144, I feel whoever's watching this, you're strongly encouraged to be reaching out to me for support, actually. So. And maybe it's those of you that need to hear, like, maybe it's like, look, you maybe get support all the time through the free content, but you need to actually invest. And again, although that is investing in me, this is more about investing in yourself. Like, there's only so much support that you can get from the free content from me or anyone else. And it's time to step it up for you, because you are worth it. Because like I said before, it's so sad. I've noticed it over the whole, 10 plus years that I've done this. Because remember, I was doing other stuff before Crystal Clear Visions. A lot of the time, it's not money that's stopping people. It's actually they don't feel that they are worth spending their money on. Or like a lot of people's children feel like, I have to spend my money on my children. It's selfish to spend that money on me. It's not. It's just coming from negative programming where you've been told you're not worth it when you are. Is there anything stopping you from releasing or taking responsibility today? Yeah, and I feel it would be limiting beliefs that are help, like limiting beliefs of, I'm not worth spending the money on, I need it for other things, other responsibilities, or I need it to spend on my children, or I'm not worth, I think some people's, unfortunately, is just like, I'm not worth it, full stop. So that makes me sad, but I can feel that some people's internal voice. Or I can't justify spending that amount of money on myself. I need it for X, Y, Z. What's another one that was coming at me there? I can't reach out to a counsellor because counselling is only something that you get when it's like really something really heavy, and I can get through this myself. That's a limiting belief. Like, you'll empower yourself and you'll actually empower the people around you by getting the proper support that you need. I don't need help, I can do it myself. That's a limiting belief. Everybody needs help at some point in their life. No man is an island. Like, it's not strong to do it all by yourself. It's actually strong to do some of it by yourself and know when to reach out to others. Balance. And they're just telling me that's the message. So, please like, comment, subscribe, and absolutely look out. Yeah. Look out for, if you're not in a financial position to get support. I understand. That's why I've got all this free content there. I do free cards for people once a month on a Leo moon, which actually happens to be Friday this week. So look out for me popping up at some point on Friday. Probably more than likely Friday night my time. I would say I've got a client before that, so I would say probably about 9 o'clock UK time, but I might be a little bit earlier, a little bit later at night. And yeah, but if you want, like I said, I looked at 144 again there as well. But if you want to book a session, then yeah, there's a clear message here today that at least somebody watching this, you know it's time to book a session. So see you later. With myself or anyone else, but you are watching this, just saying.